All right, so now that we have our complete data tables all put together, we have to be able to connect all of our pieces. And so this is actually the simple part. And because I'm trying to keep all the videos to a relatively short amount, I want to be able to, split up the videos a little bit. But this part may be just a few minutes here. Now, what I'm really looking for is a connector here that is going to give us the connection of what I call one to many. And actually it is, for me, it is this bottom left-hand one, which is actually giving me this particular crow's foot. Now, I do use varieties of different types of crow's feet. And if you'll notice that on this end, we have a crow's foot that is actually saying that one, and it'll have the crow's feet of many, which indicates that at least one of the records will match, and it can match up to many records. Now, on the other end, there is this double line, and actually it says one of the records will match and only one of the records will match. And this is just a cardinality rule. And if you've taken database in the past, cardinality rules will make complete sense. So, however, just for the purposes of this course, what we want to do is make sure that we are using a one-to-many, and we're going to use this particular arrow. Now, there is an option that we can also use that will be, let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. Actually, let's not use that one. Let's use this one. Here we go. Now this has a different animal to it, and with cardinality rules, what's actually being shown is that on the very end of this item here, it actually has a 0 and then of course the crow's foot, which means that if a table is going to relate, it can have a match or none at all. But if it has any matches, it can have 0 or it can have many matches. And that's really what that little 0 is there for. So you might see a combination of those. But for now, what we're going to do is use this one here. And I'm actually just going to copy it and paste it a couple times because I'm just going to move these around. Now, first, I'm going to match up my product. And so I'm going to go ahead and match up my product IDs. And with what this is actually saying is that I have a product in this table, and it is going to link up to one or many of the items inside the fact table. All right. And also, if I have a product listed in the table, it's going to be connected to only one product and only one and only one product inside the dimension table. And that's what those cardinality rules mean. And if there was a 0 right here, what it would say is that a product table may not have a match here at all, right? And so it could have no matches or it could have many matches. And that's really what that 0 and that crow's foot actually means. All right, let's continue on. Let's go ahead and put our customer dimensions together, and we'll put our salesperson IDs in place. And let's go ahead and get our locations in place, and then our time. Now, in this particular table, what I've done is with time, I've just kept date and week number. But remember, we can add other things here too, like the quarter. Like different companies have, define quarters a little bit differently. And there's other types of things that an organization may include. But that's all that we're having right here. So what we have in this particular example is the finished product for Lab 3.3, question number 2.